All right, good morning. Thank you for joining me for yoga today. Today we are going to be all about stretching, easing our tired, stressed out muscles, and finding some quiet and some calm and peace within. So in order to get started, I just want you to feel really prepared to maybe hold in your mind an image of a person or a thing or a pet or a situation, an event that's maybe a really good memory, so that when you hold that image in your mind, you can really connect to some beautiful emotions of maybe gratitude or sympathy or compassion or love or any of those beautiful emotions that when you feel them, it feels really good. So it could even be something like hope. So just for a second, think about what that situation is going to be. Maybe you want to visualize a person in your mind or anything that really just summons up those emotions. And then when you have that image in your mind, maybe you just bring your hands over your knees, connecting your index and thumb together and reaching the other three fingers out. Roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down, sitting up nice and tall. Now, we are going to be sitting here for quite a while, so if you've got really tight hips, you might want to consider grabbing a cushion or grabbing some towels or a big blanket to sit on, just to lift your hips up a little higher off the ground. And that's going to ease some of that tightness in the hips. So whenever you find your comfortable place, close your eyes. And then as you hold that picture in your mind and allow yourself to connect to the emotions of love or gratitude, inspiration, compassion. Just continue to breathe, keeping your breath normal. We're not trying to change it. And notice how, as you hold in your mind that thing that summons up these beautiful emotions within, how it automatically begins to ease your breath. How your breath automatically begins to slow, to deepen, to calm. When we allow our breath to relax this way, we actually send messages to our nervous system that we are under no threat and that we can move out of the fight and flight mode. And by sending that message, the nervous system then allows all the systems in your body to work, your digestive system, your reproductive system, and all the other systems, so that your body can function correctly. Good. Let's just take one more deep breath. This time, fill your lungs up as much as you can. Really fill them up so that your entire ribcage expands in all directions. And exhale, let all the air out. On your next breath in, reach your fingertips up overhead. Take the eye line up, opening the eyes at this point. Interlace your fingers, turning the palms to face up to the sky as you pull your shoulder blades down the back. Lift up tall, and then as if you've just woken up, give yourself a little stretch to one side. So extend the right arm a little higher. And we're not going into a full side bend. We're just going to move side to side here, trying to spread the ribs away from each other, creating space. And again, reach right side up and left side. Good. Keep the hands together and bring the hands behind your head. As we exhale, round out the spine, gently apply some pressure so that you're tucking your chin in. And as we inhale, open up the elbows, squeeze them back, push your chest forward. push your belly forward and your bottom back. So it's a seated cat and cow. Exhale around the spine. And inhale, lift up. Good. One more time. Exhale, round out the spine. Really use your breath here now. So we want to create the biggest inhale and the biggest exhale. Good. Keep the hands together as we sit up tall. Reach the arms up and begin to rotate the wrists, coming all the way down. Good. Again, keep the hands together as we slide the arms over towards the right-hand side. So your left arm, you're going to keep as straight as possible, crossing it over your chest, stretching out the shoulders, pull them down, and then take your gaze over your shoulder. Continue to keep your breath deep, long, and slow. Good. And then come over to the other side. Just gently using the arm, the back arm to pull that arm across and then take the eye line over to the other side. Good. And bring it back. Good. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, float the arms down towards the mat. Now let's bring the soles of the feet together. Bring your hands to the ankles. If this is really uncomfortable for you, remember you can sit up on that cushion or that pile of blankets or towels if you haven't already grabbed those things. And maybe just give your feet a little rub, taking a deep breath in. And exhale, let it all out. We're going to walk our hands forward, reaching as far forward as you can. Exhale as you walk out. Hold for your inhale here. And exhale, round the spine, tucking your chin in until you're sitting up tall. Good. Again, inhale, walk the hands out. Hold for your exhale. Hold for your inhale. And exhale, round the spine, coming all the way back. Good, let's do that one more time. So inhale, walk the hands out. Reach your fingers as far forward as you can. Enjoy that stretch through your hips. And now let's walk the fingers over towards the right-hand side. Make sure your hips remain down onto the ground. And also just listen to your bodies here. Just take it to the point that it feels good for you. And walk the hands over to the other side. So you'll see we're not holding the stretch too long. And also not going too deep into the stretch as our bodies are still warming. And bring it back. Good. As we exhale, round the spine. Coming all the way up. Inhale, lift. And exhale, float the arms down. Good. Now I'm just going to turn to the side. Extend one leg out in front of you so your hips and your shoulders are facing in the direction of your leg. Your other leg is coming up into a tree pose. So if you were in a normal tree pose, if this would be uncomfortable, you can place your foot down on your calf muscle as well. So just bring your left foot up to wherever feels best for you. We're going to gently walk down the legs. Exhale. And inhale, walk back up. So just some dynamic stretching here. And again, walk back down. And walk up. As you feel the muscles beginning to ease, you might want to come down a little lower. And walk back up. On this next one, we're going to come down and we are going to hold. So sit up tall and then walk your hands down the leg. Grab your leg wherever you can. That might be your foot or your leg. And gently apply some pressure here. So again, because we're not completely warm, I just want you to come into a position where you can feel a stretch, where it feels good, but we're not aiming to really push down deep into that stretch. And again, take time to breathe here. In these moments of stillness, connect to those images that you chose at the beginning of your practice, and allow yourself to connect to the heightened emotion connected with that thing, that person, that event. Good. On your next exhale, round the spine as you come all the way back up. And now instead of your shoulders pointing towards your toe, you're going to turn the shoulders to point towards the knee that is sticking out. And then slide your right hand down the leg. And you're going to come down to wherever you can. Maybe you bring your elbow onto the ground. Maybe you reach down towards your foot. But this top shoulder, we're going to open up wide, taking the gaze up. And if you choose to, bring your arm all the way up. Good. Keep pulling your shoulders around. You should be getting a beautiful stretch through your lower back, maybe through your hips, maybe through your upper back and your shoulders. It all depends on where your tightest area is. And then we're going to reach this arm up overhead, feeling that beautiful stretch through the side body. And then reach your arm, turning your shoulders to the outer part of your foot, so towards your baby toe or the outside of your leg. And then keep this hand on the floor. Your back hand is going to come to the floor, and that hand is going to help pull your shoulders around, taking your eye line up. So we're twisting in the other direction now. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, bring your shoulders back towards your leg. Maybe pull down just a little bit and roll the rest of the way up. Good. Now the leg that is bent is going to remain bent, and the other leg you're going to slide behind you. So bringing your legs almost into a pretzel. And again, if this is really uncomfortable, having your knee out this way, just pull your knee in a little bit until you are feeling comfortable. But if you've got that flexibility in your hip, then pull that knee out to be out to the out to the side of you. All right, now grab hold of your knee, lifting up, inhale, and exhale, reach up and over rather than just trying to bend. So we want to go for length, feeling that stretch through the side body. Nice. Circle that arm past your face. And then bring your hands forward as we slide forward. Now you want to pull this foot quite far forward so that it's sort of in line with the side of your mat. Doesn't matter which way you are facing. And we want to pull this hip down and lean forward with a beautiful straight back. And what we're aiming for here is to stretch out the hip of that front leg. Maybe you're getting it more in your glute. Maybe you're getting, so your bottom, or maybe you're getting it more into your hip. So you're always going to feel it first in the tightest area. So, and then as you feel that stretch beginning to ease, just let yourself glide down, floating down a little deeper. If you want to bring your elbows to the floor, feel free to. All this time, taking deep breaths in and letting your body surrender with each exhale as you keep connecting to that heightened emotion. Feeling all stress and anxiety melting away. Good. As we take our next exhale, slowly and gently come out of this stretch. Now the leg that's out to the side, as we are definitely feeling a bit warmer now, we're going to bring this leg around and place it on top. So either, if this is a little bit too intense for you, you can bring your foot to your knee rather than all the way to your hip. But if that is also too intense, then bring your foot out in front of you so that you can still stretch out and twist. So we're bringing this leg up if that is possible. We're going to start with our twist. So bring the left arm all the way around. You're going to wrap it around your back. I've gone the wrong way, so let's go the other way. Your right arm, wrap it all the way around, wrap it around your back. And if you can, here's my hand here, you're going to grab hold of your foot and then use your hand on your knee to rotate. Now, obviously, if you can't reach your foot, that's really not an issue. Just take the twist using your hand on your knee, the left hand on your knee, to push the shoulders all the way around. This is such an awesome stretch because we're not just getting it in the torso with the twist, but by wrapping your arm behind your back, you're going to be stretching out your shoulder, stretching out your neck, stretching out the hip of your top leg, and gently come on back. Good. Let's walk forward. Just feel that stretch through the hip. And inhale. Come on up. Good. All right. Let's release that leg from lotus pose as we come onto the other side into our tree pose. So you can stay any direction that you choose. We want our hips and our shoulders pointing towards our foot. So we want our leg straight out in front of us. We're going to walk down the leg. So walk down, exhale. And inhale, walk back up. Again, exhale, walk the hands down. And inhale, walk up. Each time sitting up nice and tall before coming back down, feeling that lovely stretch through the back of the leg, through the back. And grow tall. Good. This time, let's walk down and we're going to hold. So come on down, grab the leg wherever you choose to, and apply some pressure as you come down a little lower. Holding into the stretch, enjoying the hamstring stretch there, but also just relaxing over the leg. Good. Now let's walk the hands back up your leg. Before rotating the shoulders to look now in line with your right knee, as we slide the left hand down towards the foot. If you can grab your foot, great. If not, just grab wherever you can and pull your shoulders around while still leaning down towards the leg. You can bring your hand to your hip, or if, like you did on the first side, this feels better, then reach that arm up overhead, lengthening fingertip all the way up. Good. Lift up. Keep breathing deeply. And then reach this arm over as we bring our hand onto the outside of the leg. Use your back hand on your mat to push your back shoulder all the way around, and then use the pressure on your leg here to pull this shoulder all the way around as we take our twist to the back of the room. Still pulling down towards the leg. Good. And exhale. Come on back. Sit up nice and tall. And then pull this leg around, coming into that pretzel pose once more. So your front leg, you want to bring it parallel to the side of your mat. This leg here, again, just keep adjusting that knee until you get to the place that feels good for you. Hand comes to that back knee, lift up nice and tall. Lift up and over, aiming for that long line down the full side of your body. Good. And circle that arm past your face and come back up into this seated position. Walk the hands forward, pushing this hip down as much as possible, finding the stretch, and as it begins to ease, maybe come down a little deeper. So here you always just want to listen to your bodies. It ties into the second chakra that we worked on last week. It's just being very aware of your body and what it is telling you. Good. Hold for one more breath. And as you exhale, gently walk the hands back up. As we bring that back leg all the way around and place it on top of the other leg. And again, take the option that best suits your body so that you're not feeling any tension in the knees or too much tightness in the hips. Sit up nice and tall. And then you're going to wrap the correct arm this time all the way around. And you're going to try and grab that toe. So you might need to pull it up a little bit more. Maybe you need to rotate a little bit more. So grab your foot if you can. Lift up and take the eye line all the way around. Consciously allow your body to relax into the stretch. Parts of your body might be tensing up. So you've just got to consciously let go. Good. Release your foot and gently come on back to face forward. Keep the legs where they are as we walk the hands forward, reaching as low as you can. Hold for one breath. And on your exhale, walk back up. Good. Inhale, lift. And exhale, float on down. So let's bring the legs to a more comfortable position as we bring our stretch into our chest and our upper back. So if this is not comfortable for you, maybe stretch your legs out in front of you if that is better. All right, inhale, reach the arms out. As we exhale, cross the arms over. You're going to bring your right arm on top, and you're either going to grab your shoulder blades here, tucking your chin in and rounding your spine. But if you've got a bit more flexibility and you want to try this, we're coming into eagle arms. So cross the arms over as far as you can, trying to connect the elbow to elbow, and then wrap the arms around, bringing the palms of your hands together. Keep them perpendicular to your face. So we're trying to really rotate the hands, lift up your elbows, and pull your hands away from your face as you round out the spine here. So we're really stretching that space between the shoulder blades, but also the full length of the spine as you rock back onto your sitting bones, creating a beautiful C curve in the spine, giving you that big stretch all the way down your back. Good. Sit up tall, release the arms. Inhale, open wide. And exhale, other side. So we're going to cross the left arm over, wrap those elbows together, and then bring the palms of the hands together. Lift up the elbows, pull your hands away from your face. Remember to take the other option if that suits you better, of giving yourself a big hug. Good. And sit up tall. Big inhale. Gently release the arms. Take the arms all the way behind your back. Interlace your fingers and reach them down towards the ground. So we're really trying to squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other here, opening up the chest, stretching out the full pectoral muscle range. Reach down and then try and lift your arms up a little bit so that you're getting that stretch through your shoulders, through your biceps, but especially through the chest. And if you choose to, take your gaze up. Good. Take one more big breath in. And exhale, let it go. Bring the hands down to your bottom and float them forward. Good. So the next set of stretches that we're going to be doing are specifically for people sitting at a desk. So we're going to be stretching out the arms, stretching out the neck, and just loosening everything up. So take your hands and push them away from you. I want you to focus on pulling those fingertips up towards your ears, reaching the palms of your hands as far away from you as you can, and then spread your fingers so you're getting that stretch through the hands as well. Now, as you push away from you, drop the shoulders, open up the chest. And if you're doing this correctly, you should feel that stretch from your middle finger all the way down through your hand, through your wrist, all the way up your arm, into your armpit, maybe even through your upper back. Drop those shoulders and then pull your ear down towards one shoulder. Keep reaching those palms away from you as you pull your fingertips back. And then chin comes to your chest and over to the other side. Good. So continue just at your own pace, coming into these half circle movements, stretching out the neck, continuing to reach the hands and pull your fingers back. Continue to breathe deeply, finding that sense of calm and reaching for a beautiful emotion in this moment of stillness. Good, and let your hands float back down as you carry on with the head roll. Remembering that we don't roll the neck back, as we don't want to grind our vertebrae or create any crushing sensations. Good. Bring the eye line back up to center. Push your arms out in front of you and pull the fingertips down. So now we're going to stretch out the top of the forearm and just gently apply some pressure. Now really straighten out this elbow here so that as you apply the pressure, you're getting that stretch through your wrist and into your forearm. Just being really gentle, especially if you suffer with carpal tunnel, or you might feel just a lot of stiffness here from all the computer work. Good. And gently release. So the pressure, as we come onto the other side, the pressure that you're using is very gentle. We never want to force the stretch. So just apply a very small amount of pressure just until you get the right level of stretch for your body. Good. And gently release. We're going to roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And again. And just one more time. Big shoulder rolls. Good. Allow your hands to float over your knees once more, palms facing up. If you prefer, you can have your hand into your lap, one hand over the other, and your thumbs touching. Sit up tall as you close your eyes. Do a quick run through in your body, noting if there's any changes, if any areas feel a little bit more fluid. What worked for you, what didn't work, what muscles might need a little bit more stretching. As we become very aware of our body and what our needs are, we can help to meet those needs. Now in your mind's eye, I want you to hold a picture of someone or something that you love more than anything in this whole world. And for the next 5 breaths, I want you just to focus on that intense love. holding on to the idea of love, the feeling and sensations of strong love. If it's a love with hurt connected to it, then maybe choose another picture. As you take this last exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Try and hold on to these emotions that help melt away stress. Acknowledge it, accept it, and hold on to it with much love and respect. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today for your yoga practice. Although it was all stretching, sometimes it's just really good to do that just to ease the muscles. And just like what we did right there of focusing on a strong emotion of love, when you focus on a strong emotion like that, like with gratitude, with joy, with love, inspiration, appreciation, when we focus on those beautiful feeling emotions, it really does melt away some of the tightness within the body. So even if it's just a few times a day, just take some time to breathe in, to acknowledge these emotions, to try and find moments where you can hold on to these heightened, high-frequency emotions to really help you. All right, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day and weekend ahead. I will see you next week. Thanks so much for joining. Bye, everyone.